Something unusual is happening in India's critical minerals landscape. In February 2023, the Geological Survey of India announced the discovery of 5.9 million tons of lithium ore in the Salal Haimana area of Rayasi district, Jammu and Kashmir. At the time, this placed India as the seventh largest known lithium reserve globally. Yet, more than 3 years later, no lithium has been extracted, and the government's auctions have repeatedly failed. Before this discovery, India had no domestic lithium production and relied entirely on imports from Australia, Argentina, and China. The government had been pushing for electric vehicle adoption, aiming for 30% private EV penetration by 2030, and had invested over $2 billion in a production-linked incentive scheme for battery manufacturing. The Rayasi discovery was supposed to mark a turning point, but the story quickly became complicated. The deposits are clay-based, which is much harder to process commercially compared to the brine deposits in South America or hard rock deposits in Australia. Private companies refused to bid at auctions because the data was still preliminary, classified as G3, the lowest confidence category. On top of this, global lithium prices crashed by roughly 80% between 2022 and 2024, making high-cost extraction unappealing. Political disputes added another layer. The Jammu and Kashmir National Panthers Party argued that the Union government had no right to auction the reserves, claiming the minerals belonged to the people of J&K. Legal challenges, local political maneuvering, and security concerns near the line of control all deterred investors. The first auction in December 2023 failed with only 2 bids when 3 were required. The second auction in July 2024 failed entirely. International reactions were just as complex. China, which controls more than 50% of global lithium refining, remained publicly silent, but undoubtedly felt the strategic pressure. The United States and Australia viewed India's reserves as a potential alternative supply chain outside Chinese dominance. By May 2026, India had signed a bilateral critical minerals framework with the United States, aligning itself strategically for the global battery market. Environmental and social challenges complicate development further. Rayasi falls under seismic zone 5, the highest earthquake risk. Lithium extraction is water-intensive, and the nearby Chenab River could face contamination. Thousands of residents would potentially need relocation, and prior infrastructure projects have already created community mistrust. Despite all these hurdles, the Indian government is pursuing a phased strategy. In the short term, it is developing lithium-ion battery recycling and continuing imports. In the medium term, it plans to build domestic refining capacity and explore other sites in Rajasthan, Jharkhand, and Karnataka. Long-term goals include achieving significant domestic lithium production and integrating into global battery supply chains, reducing dependence on China. The public reaction has been largely skeptical. Social media highlights frustration over the gap between the discovery and extraction, with some questioning the timing of international visits and deals. A minority, however, sees strategic optimism, noting that the discovery positions India for self-sufficiency by 2040. Here is the uncomfortable part. This discovery could reshape global EV supply chains, geopolitics, and India's energy security. But until auctions succeed and technology catches up, it remains a potential more than a reality. India's lithium could become a cornerstone for the future, or it could linger as an unrealized opportunity, a reminder that discoveries alone do not automatically translate into economic power. India's long-term lithium story may still be intact, but the lesson is clear. Resources, politics, technology, and global markets must align before potential turns into production. Until that alignment happens, the world will watch closely, wondering if India's hidden lithium gold mine will finally pay off.